2 minus 5.
Like stairs on mob, kind of.
7.
Yeah, that's a good comparison, I think.
Got a 12. Alright, so far, F tier, we've got, where's Farm on here?
I got an Adam stream.
Wait, so like Depot is better than Farm?
That's what the ranking has come out to.
Okay, wait.
Mr. President, I think you're kind of
let me let
abusing the
House of
votes.
Let me let the House
Actually-
of Representatives speak.
Wait, I actually didn't notice that was the case.
Where's Congress?
It's not very democratic.
Yeah,
Well, the
that's
thing
kind
is,
of bad.
I don't know if I can score it like this because, like, I don't know if all these things should be counted as equal. Like, because, like, how like, skillful the strategy is should probably be counted more than, like, how much potential the map has, which makes it hard to, like, hard over. But do we think Depot should be lower than Farm?
I think it should be higher personally.
I think it should be higher just because of the merit. But
It's more attentive. Like it's much more attentive of a map. So
yeah, I'll put for now I'll put Farm as the lowest, although it probably won't end up being the lowest. I'll put
Wait, so like what is the maximum score a map can get?
well, if it got
Like,
10
maybe
for
we
every
could just-
category, and
We
there's
could base off.
Yeah, that's true. If it got 10 for every category, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, and no drawbacks, and no negative points, then the highest it could get is 40. So Farm got 7 out of 40. Depot got 12 out of 40.
that's tough.
That's like.
I mean, it's not that bad for Depot.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah,
bad.
for Depot, it's not bad. Is anybody here? Is Thomas still here?
I'm here.
Yeah.
How I know you don't play anything outside of World War II. Very
I do.
well, but
I do.
How would you size up Roastin' House compared to Depot and Mount?
So with Groston, at least you have Pack-a-Punch.
That's true.
But you don't get a ray gun. You run around with an MP40. Pack-a-punched.
Not as fun to use.
No, it's stupid as hell, especially with the whistlings.
What are the whistlings exactly?
Yeah, please
I've
explain
never
that.
understood that. They're like the boss song.
Are you saying we need an iceberg of World War II?
Oh god,
No
10
way.
hours, bro. 10
The
hours.
non
Just
Treyarch
wait until you see
iceberg.
IW.
They're just tanky as hell and they'll fuck you up. If you shoot them, they'll charge at you, and they hurt pretty much.
Yeah, they
I mean, you can manipulate them easily, but
The strategy for Groston is literally just running around the entire map, spraying the MP40.
yeah.
spawn controls on it, or
I mean, you can camp till about 50 with the Delisle, which is like a sniper, and it does this like weird burst shot thing, but then after that, kind of falls off.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you can camp to 50-ish. That's roughly.
something to keep in mind about the round.
What's up, Lane?
On the cap.
We're ranking high round depot, not first room depot. So sadly, first room depot does not factor into this, as it's probably the best first room.
Yeah. But then also,
It's not one of the best high rounds.
But then also with Groston, you get perks too. You can have armor or jug, whatever you call it.
Best zombies player of all time, IMZ. For that.
So that's up to you. I don't like the map, but that's me.
Yeah.
then also with Groston, you get perks too, and can have armor, jug, whatever you call it.
Yeah, I used to play it when the map, like when the game came out, like
So that's up to
Honestly,
you. I don't like the
first
map,
when the
but
map
that's
came
me.
Out, like there wasn't all the specialist weapons. I mean the new perks and everything that lets you critical hit the zombies. Basically, you have a thing that lets you like give a critical hit in the zombie's head randomly when you shoot them with any weapon. And that's what changed Ghost and Ghost. I think the perk wasn't available at first.
Are you thinking pro?
And
Okay.
honestly, the first time I got on the map, like my first playthrough of the map was one of the most fun experience I ever had on the zombie map.
It's fun. It's fun at first.
Because it was like very like.
Are you thinking pro? Okay.
And it was actually very challenging and like it was very tight space and everything. Like for first experience,
Yeah.
it's like
It's fun.
You're like in the middle.
It's
of
fun
sharing.
at first.
Yeah.
I don't know. And
Whereas,
But then nowadays, the strategy, I feel like since player skill is so high and that we got used to it,
Yeah.
that it's not as fun. But like I would still say it's better than farm.
yeah.
I don't know. And
Way better. The way you get like to unlock the pack in Mystery Rocks is so freaking cool.
Yeah, 'cause you shoot, it's different.
Yeah.
Because you shoot lanterns and shit, and then you have to get jacked
Yeah.
and throw it somewhere. It's a whole thing.
what do you have to do that for?
To unlock, so you have to unlock the box first, and then unlocking Pat, you have to throw a jack
Yeah, 'cause you
somewhere,
shoot-
and then donate
it's
some
different.
points.
because you shoot lanterns and shit, and then you have to get jacks and then throw it somewhere. It's a whole thing.
Well, I will.
To unlock, so you, yeah, so
I'll,
you have to unlock the box first, and then unlocking Pat, you have to throw a jack somewhere and then donate some points.
You should join the VC.
oh yeah, Max, come in the VC.
You'd be much better off.
All right, I'm gonna give Groston a 4 for strat.
What are you playing right now, dumbass?
What do we for drawbacks? Groston doesn't really have a lot of drawbacks besides just the fact that it's small and bare bones, which is it's supposed to be like that.
Yeah.
So I give it maybe like a -2 or 3.
Yeah. I don't play the map, so I don't have much input on it. Not very many people play it. Besides, a lot of people have just given up on it. No.
Wait, what are the minus for?
Yeah.
I guess just like I don't want to subtract too much.
Yeah.
for it
I
to
don't
be-
play the map, so I don't have much input on it. Not very many people play it. Besides, a lot of people have just given up on it. No.
Like the lack of content.
Yeah, like unless you're like a really intense, hardcore, not very exploratory
Basically,
zombie.
Sledgehammer's. Oh, sorry. It's basically Sledgehammer's.
Yeah.
pretty
Well,
much.
if you done it better,
But they did it better than
map
that.
would be better.
Yeah, I would say they did it better, but still bare bones.
Okay.
Well, yeah, you still gotta remember that, like, the zombies cap out, so yeah.
Yep. Cap out at $1 million.
Yeah.
I'll give it like for merit.
Yeah, I would say they did it better, but still bare bones.
Like it's not really cared about, or just because it's too hard.
It's been kind of. It's
Yep.
kind of both.
Cap
I
out at
mean,
$1 million.
the record got pushed or whatever, and then Sampy was grinding it, and he kind of, I think he just, I don't know, he doesn't, no one's playing it, so
Yeah.
it's just bare bones.
Give it like a 5 or 6 for merit.
It's been kind of, it's kind of both. I mean, the record got pushed or whatever, and then Sampy was grinding it, and he kind of, I think he just, I don't know, he doesn't, no one's playing it, so
What did you say?
it's just bare bones.
It's better than both. Let's
Yeah.
go and farm.
Yeah. So probably like maybe a 4 or 5 for fun.
It's at
It
5.
depends on what. Yeah, well that's true. It depends on what kind of experience you want out of zombies.
Yeah.
But I would agree with a 5. I've never actually played the map, so I have to go off what you guys are saying. But
It's different.
potential.
That's not.
How much potential does it have to be?
What's even the
pushed?
reset on that?
Over 100 something hours. I'd have to look.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
It has.
Is the 25 days already a thing?
No, not on World War II. As far as no games have Someone tested
It's
it.
Oh, it's the best game ever.
Someone tested it
Who doesn't have one
on
either.
Xbox. Yeah.
Also,
Over 100 something hours.
Yeah,
I'd
and
have to
World at War
look.
2, but that doesn't make it the best game ever.
It has
No, yeah, World at War.
no World War II. As far as no games.
Bert, the thing is
Someone
with 25,
tested it.
The only maps you could really
Someone
tested
tested it.
Because I mean, most of the resets
On
are
Xbox,
50 hours.
yeah.
So you have to remember that.
Mhm.
Besides the survival maps.
Well,
30 minutes a day.
well,
Well, could
well, for the thing is with the 25 day, the only maps you could really do the 20 make it that long. Because I mean, most of the resets are under 50 hours. So you have to remember that. Besides the survival maps.
About the same ranking for potential as Depot, because like you can push it.
Well, could
By surviving. The world record will just die before the reset. And then beyond that, I'll give it like a 4. I'll give it a 5. Okay, this is gonna have a really high score. Who left?
I don't know.
Dude, why did Keg die? Where did he go?
He said he was gonna go eat lunch.
Oh my god, he's throwing.
Okay, that gives Groston a 7.
That's actually kind of crazy.
Let me see if I can find the reset map. So much now.
I'm gonna put Groston in the next tier at.
I don't think.
Well, what's the cost?
I don't know.
let me see if I, can
don't.
find the reset.
I don't
So
fucking
much-
know.
No.
What's the game? What's the longest game now?
Has anyone tested it or?
I don't
has
know.
there been any tests?
I
The
don't
longest game on World War II?
know on that
I don't
map.
think-
House world record.
I don't know how long his
I don't know.
game was.
I don't.
Because he was console. Let me
I
see
don't
if I
fucking
can find
know.
his times.
Look in the old whatever year it was played. Look in the record.
I don't know.
Video, 'cause I wrote it down.
I don't.
Oh, his is death. That was
No,
2
on
days,
that
6
map?
hours, 10 minutes. Was his
I don't
big
know
map.
how long his game
Okay, so
was
that's
because
like
he was
50.
console. Let me see if I can find his times.
Yeah.
24. Yeah, like 54-ish.
Well, his is death.
Doesn't
That
say
was
how long.
2
Let's
days,
talk about
6
VR.
hours, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Oh no.
I know, my man. Just about this one. The last
24.
one. Map. Well,
Yeah, like 54-ish.
Definitely worse than farm.
It's definitely the worst fucking
Doesn't say
map
how
ever.
long. Yeah.
No
So-
shot is worse than Depot. There's no way.
Well, the thing is, I feel like, and this is what I understand from talking to the players about Noctis, or like seeing what they have to say about it, which is that there's really not the sense of like danger that you have on Depot from like dying to a random crawler or like a weird spawn or whatever. Because the spawns on Noctis are very fixed. You do the same like spawn zones. You run from, you kill them, you run to the other side of the map, kill them, you run to the other side of the map, and just run around trading. The Tommy gun, or the Tommy in the beginning, even though it pushes the record, makes the map so much worse. That's like the worst strategy in zombies is the woe it's you strategy where you shoot them but yeah, what do you have anything to say about Nox in particular there?
I like shooting the guns. I hate it. Yeah, it's actually the best part of the game.
Really?
And and I'll explain why. It's because when you run the strategy, you trade, right? And you get fucking 25 average every fucking time. Like, why? Why?
Your luck just
Really?
And then when you get that good game, you crash early for no reason. That's my experience of Nox.
yeah, and the direct is that only a Nox thing, or does that happen?
No, like it seems, honestly it seems like some players are just limited on some maps, like they just can't play the map. For me it's not. For X game for instance it's Moon.
Yeah.
Maybe a hardware
For
thing.
Pancham it's Shinonuma, for Slayer it's Ascension. Some players just don't play some maps. We don't know why. And Fox, back in the day, he was just all of them. He couldn't play Doom.
Is it like
It has to be a hardware issue, yeah.
But like shooting the Thompson, you know, like the Thompson sounds good. Like it,
That shit. Makes sense.
Is it like
Impression.
it's not like the Reagan. You know, the Reagan has no. You know, it's not as good. It's just random and like no. The Thompson is like if you hold the Thompson, you'll get bitches. I'm telling you.
yeah?
The Reagan is just like, you know, like everyone has one. Like everyone knows about the Reagan, but no one knows about the
No one knows how good it is. So would you say the worst part is the fact that you see it so far and then
Yeah.
you do great average?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Not bad. Like, how's actually playing the strategy? I mean, I've heard it's one of the more boring strategies.
It's probably one of the easiest strategies ever in like classic normal.
Right.
I was gonna say too, a thing that I'd like differentiate from this as a survival map from the others is the going to be something said the walkers. Like the walkers change the way you have to play. You don't have walkers after a certain point, so.
That's true. Yeah. Well, yeah, that'd just be a thing on. That'd be a thing on farm and depot. For sure. And those fuck you up a lot more. But yeah, on knock the whole horde stays together so it's more consistent with killing them all.
Yeah.
I'd give for I'd probably give knocked like a 3 for strategy. I think that'd be
As
fair.
much as like nah.
Yeah, it's too
Nah.
high.
In my opinion, that's
Too
2.
low.
2. Like I would give it 2.
Oh, you think it's 2? Okay. Drawbacks.
Wall record holders telling everyone the map is shit.
Because like, I mean, you're qualified to speak on it. You have the joint record on it, so you know how shit it is.
I expected honest. The thing is, I think the only time I died on knock running Iron was when I covered to pose and I went to get my pizza, and like when I came back I died in the corner. And that's the only time I played knock for mom. I just yeah, the egg pizza.
Oh
Let me
my
back-
god.
Let me back onto it later on, but but nah, like honestly, like if you die during the Highland trade or not, I don't know what you're doing. Like I spent months on knock and I didn't even die once. I just kept crashing.
Really?
Damn. Yeah, like, you would think it'd be hard, but you have to play so safe that it turns out to be so easy that it's boring.
Like considering that time is not a problem on the map. As long as you remove the time factor every single map.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the case on knock.
I'd say drawbacks would be like 7 or 8.
And boxer
Merit.
too. RNG.
And box area, merit. Like 5.
Someone commented my iceberg video and said, "How does this video explain the Kendrick versus Drake feud?"
True. Yeah, that's
Shit, I forgot about it.
I'll give knock 7 for merit.
it's a classic, so I mean,
Just because the simple fact of it being a one map already gives it a ton of experience.
Or at least you can low-key 6'4".
It's sick,
He's
dude.
not 6'4", dude.
Nah, you can tell by the pillow, dude.
What one?
I'm 5'7", he's like
He's half the size of the pillow.
How many kilos are you?
How many pillows tall are you? How many pillows tall? No, it's half. Oh, rip.
I wonder
What's that pillow?
I think I'm about 2.5 pillows tall.
Okay, so you're like
I like
5'5". You're 5'5".
I'm not 5'5".
I said you were. I said you were.
Yo,
low-key
chill
6'4".
with the 5'5" community, okay?
Ouch.
Short people, right?
Also keep in your mind I'm taller than Kendrick Lamar, so that's a fact. Okay.
Okay, bro.
I'll-
Yeah. All you need to do is write a diss track on it.
For
okay,
this
I'm
time,
5'6" or 5'7". I want him to wonder like what he is literally like maybe like he was
Oh no, bro. No.
he can't deny accusation.
No, he's going to get the favorites, bro. It's over. You're good. He's about to prove that he's 6'2".
Wait, how tall is he actually though? Okay.
Wait, are you wearing shoes? That's not legit.
Wonder's wearing shoes.
Okay.
Dude, that'd be cheating.
Huh?
Yeah, hold the bottom of it with your foot.
Oh yeah, good idea.
But how do we know if he's on his tippy toes or not? Do it farther back, Wonder. So we need to see the feet on the ground.
Full gameplay.
Oh, gameplay. Wonder's so tall he can't even fit in frame, bro. Oh my goodness.
I'm just stand all the way back here, dude. I'm gonna be fully in frame. Fuck.
Ew.
Okay. No, I have to say that shit. Okay, I think this is pretty accurate.
Tape measure.
So you said 5'9", Lily?
5'9", yeah, it says 5'9".
Okay.
He's secretly measuring in centimeters.
59 centimeters tall. That's
Got it.
4. Anyway,
That kind of on
how
topic there.
fun is not? What are some fun things to do?
Can we go from not
You know, how many T-guns tall is Wonder?
You know what? I have a Telegram right next to me. I can tell you.
Oh, let's go,
Oh, shit.
man. Measure the T-gun.
Oh yeah, you do have
Bro, that's such a flex to just have a fucking T-gun on your desk.
That is crazy. Alright, I'm gonna give Nox like a 2 for fun.
good idea.
There we go. And potential. How much do you think Nox could be pushed?
2.
Slim to none.
Slim to none.
150.
Like what do you think for Nox right now?
Prime is that basically if you had the same game as me, for instance, and like constant to 70, you would be 150. And like you can be lectured and you can also play some for longer. Like, I don't know.
Not much.
Yeah, like after 70.
Not as much as Cap.
Not,
Yeah.
doesn't take a lot as much. I'll say like, because there's also like not much. Like as far as I know. People are
Off the top of my head, the like only thing I can imagine would be something with bleeding them out, like while you're using Tommy to increase rounds. And like no one's really tested that at all. And even if you did
Yeah, I
that,
was
the
gonna
amount of
say,
time it take would
with
still
the
be a
bleed
few
out,
rounds.
Yeah.
Technically, because it's 51% damage or something like that, but then you have to get into like, funny enough, like you're bringing up the AI node, you'd have to like, you have to find strategies that work, and in best case, you're not, it's not like you're halving the time it takes, like, probability-wise, you'll never really be able to half the time because of the bleed-outs. So, it would only add like an extra few rounds to whatever the max is for what we're using currently.
Yeah. Maybe I won't do. I don't know. I like doing the points, but I feel like they're not accurate. 'Cause this only goes now to like a 9.
Yeah.
Would you say? What do we think after having discussed the 4 bare bones maps? What do we think the order of just them should be? The best.
I mean, like discarding completely what we've done on the points, I would just put like plus equal at the bottom, then farm, and then whatever the World of War map was, and then not maybe I don't know.
You say
No.
So depot farm. Growth.
Yeah, that.
I'd say that. I'd say that.
You say that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I flip farm and depot, but same deal.
Yeah.
Okay. Tails, if you wanna, also if you wanna join the Discord, Tails, just let me know.
He's in the Discord.
Are you in my Discord?
Yeah, he's in.
Oh yeah, you complain every time I add everyone in this Discord. You are in here. All right, I'm gonna put Nox also in B tier.
Yeah.
Probably talking to his mom or something. His mom's sorry, I'm doing a side quest. So we
Yeah,
can
I
cancel.
Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about. You're gonna DO4 extra. I wish Jordan was here.
Mall fat shoddy strat. That's the best knock strat.
The what strat?
Tails showed me this new strat. It's so stuck. It's like I don't know. You run it in the room of the cabinet in Noct, and it's I don't know if it's like faster than the normal strat, but it's like so risky. It's not even worth it, and it's called small
Oh,
fat
yeah.
shoddy strat, and it's so bad.
Small fat shoddy strat.
Yeah, it's.
Can't wait for you to
it's,
rank Vanguard maps. I'm gonna skip Vanguard and then Outbreak because I don't think it's worth it to rank them. Extinction I'm also.
No wonder, bro. Where's the COD Mobile fucking DS
The
COD?
MW3 zone.
We can
We need the DSP.
Let's talk about IW.
Okay, well, that's my cue.
Is your cue to leave or cue?
Yeah. That's what to leave. I don't know nothing about this game.
Alright, maximum. We can also like rank some.
It's such a bull.
So-
People don't know anything about it.
Let's think of what the worst map on IW is. Is it Shaolin or is it
Beast.
Beast.
They're all bad.
Absolutely. Talon actually is like, it's not pretty good. Attack is not. That's
Or
what
attack.
because of its
Attack by far?
attack by far or wave. That's a wave is pretty bad.
Oh my
I
god.
agree with attack actually.
Yeah,
attack is
because
genuinely
attack,
the worst.
attack
The
has
worst
now
setup.
been ruined. Like, it was okay before. We used to have to run around and use the
The what?
Bro clearly doesn't play IW.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Welcome back, Link. Yeah, we're doing something new.
Now all you do is just sit in the fucking thing with a macro.
Yeah, it's literally, it's probably,
So retarded.
it might be your strategy in zombies.
Big fat robot strat.
Because literally all you do is probably, when I actually make this video, I'll this mod and use it for
Okay, Max is down.
max ammo.
He was saying in my chat, why would I do it? Oh, now he do it.
Boca.
It's fucking fine. He heard video and I did.
Yeah,
So, you think I'm gonna feel bad for the name?
yeah,
You think Rave is like as bad as Attack?
Wait, there's a montage for this game?
My god, this game is so bad.
For IW?
Yeah, and the fact that
Yeah.
like for strategy, kind of taking into the state of the map. It's like obviously there's multiple strategies on this, but and some are more fun than others. But if a map is like moving in the direction of one strategy to be the meta, because that will get people for better times or whatever, then I think we should consider that as the main strategy. And in this game, that strategy, if that strategy is bad, then yeah. Yeah, and this is the only crowd we're using this. Well, it's not like they're in general, you won't.
You're more of a defensive player.
Yeah.
Right.
Right, so you still do it like fast. And also you have to sort of set up. This map is one of the worst setups. You have to do the
Yeah, that's what
I'm
saying.
completely
It's not
unfamiliar
such a
with
setup.
this map.
Because you have to do all Ghost and Skulls. to figure out all-
Why are like zombies dying and like you just keep up like that? Like,
Why do they like stay standing?
yeah, like there's no animation or anything.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, they kinda I remember watching Max play this and he hated like,
and that was old.
yeah, that was the old one too.
Yeah. Alright. Is not even touching it,
He came out completely
so. Yeah, it's just shit. Like, it's just
Strategy 0.
The only reason it's good is because it has a good boss fight and it's got a good boss. But high round
It does have a good aesthetic. I do like the way the map looks. I think if you're spending hundreds of thousands.
well, because you're looking for a tube, so it doesn't matter. You get a bit. This strat was
Oh,
like
that's true.
to walk around.
Because you can run around.
Fish,
yeah.
fish lens.
It's a pretty, it's a nice, it's a pretty map. So when you're sitting in the tube,
Yeah.
to me it just seems kind of retarded, but you know. Maybe Raid is worse. Maybe Max is right. Maybe Raid is worse. It's reasonable.
I wouldn't say it has like. I'd say drawbacks should be something extra besides the stuff that like spawn cancel really moving by accident. The bosses stuff that like you would fix. But that's just. Are you so? Do you think it's
You get good, bro.
Well, yeah, but I think like the setup is like. I think that's kind of bad.
But you want to restart though.
Unless my guy.
So you literally.
for a Z Wonder C thing?
Yeah, that was for CNBC.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Merit. Attack.
I'll give it. I don't feel that. It's not, cause like the only reason people are playing it is to get the record. Now that it's yeah. Is that wrong?
That one was nice.
Oh,
You can see, I have and sit
Yeah, the high sound and all that. You can't get that high.
I was always from 251 to 290.
Yeah. This was a bit of 3 from there.
Like the third highest is 249 and this is 290.
Fun. I like playing it when I did it.
That was premise.
Potential. I mean, Rasmus is disconnected, or he got an Xbox.
and
there or
it's not the
something.
reason, but there's
So it could be perished.
yeah, it could be a 300 at most, but like
Yeah, you'd have to play on
honestly,
PC, I think.
there's a reason, I think, so
And
Yeah,
since
he played
there's
on
not much
PC.
merit, it's not.
no, it's made.
Yeah, he
Wait,
played
I
on
mean,
Xbox.
you can push it if you want.
Make the end using various, you can play on platforms with you.
Alright, if I give her a 3 for the control,
Almost better than farm.
Lol.
yeah.
Where's this guy? Let's go.
What's kind of sad?
I don't know, but like,
The points.
yeah.
See, I don't know how to like we know that I can just do it according to what the points but do we think here's a question. Do you think attack is worse than defense, which is the lowest?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Alright, and then attack current towards that. Great.
Yo,
Let's talk about while we
top
have
is gonna be PC map in California like that.
while we have that, let's talk about Beast.
Yeah, this is really good.
It's actually good. It's actually like,
So you know, over the years I've always heard people hate on Beast because recently actually
Yeah, what changed,
how
man?
challenging it is, or you know, it's your targeting.
basically,
Oh really?
What about the out of map? How it's paused or how the pause
you
is
just
all
take the extender and take it back.
I don't know much about Beasts at all, so I've never even watched like that.
So way more interesting. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, this is like
Yo, zombie game, well, thanks for the
or
reset.
is it and it's also way
It's way harder because one plays that is actually good at it. One is good at it. That's it.
Yeah, it's a point at which like the map is so difficult. Definitely, if you can like, pull off like actual full
If you
games
put
of it.
time on it, it could be like over 150 at least.
Oh,
What
damn.
is it? So
but
Shadowland's controversial because it should be good, but they don't trust each
They need to
other.
fucking like the boards, dude. Like, look at it.
They do need to
I don't
win.
want some dumbass casual who got to play the game when it was so easy, get a 249 a week after the game launches, like he never
Still
played
easy.
it.
Like, people are just bad at the game.
Well, there's that
I don't
error.
even play it that much, so I don't even have one. I barely have a fraction. I'm gonna play for like a month.
Six, maybe. You think that's fair?
I don't know what's the
It's out of 10.
so 7.
Say Beast is better than Glowstone.
Yeah.
I would think so.
I mean, it's survival map
Because
versus
it's
normal.
Better game. It's not a better game. It's not
What were you saying, Kama?
I mean, it's the survival map versus a normal map. Normal map's gonna be better.
Yeah.
well, all the bottom will be survival anyway. They'll probably move around.
Yeah, we can compare what's...
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, let's talk about Shadow. Nobody... This map has probably the least players of any map.
Oh, absolutely.
Nobody plays this one.
I don't even know how to play it. This shit, is this the worst ever?
You should win.
Yeah.
Really for the gameplay better. Because like this is previous strategy pretty much. It's kind of insane. He was slower.
You played Focus Trap. I think it was Wait, did you say as a kid?
What's your argument for Shaolin, Max?
Strategy is pretty hard to like. You can get so once again.
Venom's
Yeah.
my dad, bro.
Yeah. The strategy is straight up with the sword, and you're using the herd to kill the horde every 10 seconds, I think it is. So it's pretty basic.
What do you
but
use to
you have
kill them
move around
every time?
maps. Yeah, you can
heart?
kill
Or what?
Oh, the
the whole
horde.
horde with the herd. Yeah.
Great work on both. Yeah, thank you, man. It's good to see the fruits of my labor. You know.
Yeah, you're finally free.
Exactly. Bert finally let me out of the sweat trap, guys.
It was in the fucking
Jesus.
basement.
So Max, would you say that Shaolin is better or worse than Beast?
I would say worse.
Worse.
Yeah, setup is
Yeah,
pretty much.
I would counter it.
as
It's
long-
also like the least celebrated Like nobody, I don't know if celebrate's very good. I was gonna say like nobody like talks about it. Yeah, acknowledge.
This shit doesn't even exist in the hideout. I'm looking up the IW stuff, I forget this one.
Yeah, people just forget.
Playing
Shaolin. Well, see, now I have to figure out where among the survival maps it would go. Or if it should just go to Roasted and East. What do you guys, any
Yeah,
opinions on that?
yeah, like before these.
So like, you think it's better than Roasted?
Better. That's better.
Okay. Carmen F is well, yeah, you'll have to go back in the podcast. Yeah, hold on. Basically, we're saying that it's just like it's the most mid survival. Like it's not like bad at busting somewhere and you have to play super safe and concentrate on survival. But it's not like there's. First of all, the map is ugly as shit. And Zamba! Oh my god. Zamba's hands are famous. You made your hands famous. Welcome. We're discussing, we're basically ranking the meta high round strats. We're ranking the each side map for high round.
No.
Let's do raid. Who likes raid? Well, raid will be way.
No, I'm not ready for Max to just fucking shit on it.
Well, let me hear.
My life.
I started with Max.
Let's hear Ray's argument for raid, and then let's hear Max's argument for raid. 'Cause
Let's hear the motherfuckers.
personally,
say.
I like raid, and I want to say.
Okay. Number one.
You have the most time on raid of any human being on Earth.
Yeah, I really wanted to fucking develop.
Yeah, literally.
What's the criteria?
So strategy, skill, like complexity of the strategy, skillfulness.
Okay, complexity, you probably just put like
Yeah, let me. I'm kind of giving up on doing multiple points.
so the strategy is pretty easy. Super easy. Oh, there's no such thing. So like that's everything. Yeah, it's just so like it's
Well, there's two very different strategies, and you go back and forth for a lot of the game, which I think is
we're starting at 150, which is about
yeah.
is like 16 hours, you start switching strategies barely. You don't start actually switching back and forth every round until like 40 hours. So you're playing the same bow strat for 40 hours. 44 hours. Or you're just running around the loop for the first 40 hours with the bow. With the bows and you're just sitting around. Like there's no, it's not on a beat. But once you start switching strategies, but then it starts to get extremely boring. It's round hours.
Right, and then what do you like better, fish trap or bows?
Most of the time
Yeah.
but there's also
Yeah, it's just
there's
more
like,
active.
there's like 5 or 6 different ways to go depending on the round. So it's pretty active up until like 150. From 150 it's just like you're seeing the same strat over and over and over again. You don't worry about your ammo. Once you hit the head game, to 150. Yeah, so those are strat that can be used, but
Yeah.
So
Uh,
I want to hear Max.
how much?
thoughts.
Last thing
Because he
I
has
wanted to
a
ask
speed
you.
run.
Last thing I wanted to ask you though is like how far do you think you can go? Or how much discovery do you think there is?
Discovery? I think there's Awakening. But he was telling me that his stats weren't accurate.
Huh.
Crazy now?
I can't be sure what it's true actually.
Yeah, but we can't. Yeah, he said even hit. He doesn't tell us. He said he doesn't know. He's like, there's a lot of things.
Yeah.
It's not like it's not like it's not like it's not consistent. So like it's speed
Yeah,
run
it's
first.
360.
Let's do 60. Yeah, go ahead.
260, 263.
I say
260. No, I say 263 because you can go very low.
Would we still have to talk about Spaceland, but I'm assuming Spaceland's gonna be a step down from Raid. Obviously Raid will be the highest rated.
Wonder Weapons. Wonder Weapons. Directly Wonder Weapons.
That's
the
true.
IW. That's not Wonder Weapons IW.
I'm gonna go out and put. What are we thinking for like? Should we put A or B for Raid? Is there
Probably B.
yeah.
It's got a lot going for it, but it's
But
very
like you
long.
said, it does turn in.
Yeah, it turns very boring. It's extremely long. Even though you draw a 25 later, it's pretty long. Even if you play Puzzle, I play Puzzle and stuff with Puzzle. Dude, it's still boring. Like no matter what, it's still boring no matter what you do.
Yeah.
It's really not the main menu.
Right.
Literally 220 to 240. So much to the point where it's just like you're sitting there playing hours, 15-minute rounds.
Yeah. Alright, let's talk about Spaceland.
What do you think?
I'm very. Well, just because, like, the record as it has been for all these years,
No, well, I want to say
theoretically.
Wait, is it because of patches or I'm
So,
assuming
yeah,
it's
so-
like
they released Raid, and in January 2017 they added a patch that added walkers because they
For context, this record, the current record, was played in November 2016.
oh lord.
So yeah, so they event the game ability to have walkers. Now they're not like DLC walkers, but they still slow you down like at 6 and make
Oh,
those.
slow the game.
So they don't skip it.
Yes, you can
They do, no, on like, I guess on Space Mountain, I guess. Yeah.
Could you post it on the client?
Yeah, you put that on the client.
Yeah.
Yeah, one thing I'm noticing is
I think I
no
asked
testing.
Browser at this point, and he's like, no, it's not like staying but if you have it, nobody waiting.
What were you saying, Lindsay?
Oh, yeah, one thing that I see is like a call me tutor. What is that? Yeah, no, this is weird. Yeah, let's go. So one thing I've like as a somebody that plays the older versions, I've noticed when it comes to pretty much anything after like BO3 is the lack of testing for strategies and errors. Like there just isn't like they don't have the same push. Yeah, I mean, it's the anti-cheats kill it. Yeah. So I
The
don't know.
client is banned for high rounds, yes. You can't play on it.
Yeah, we can use it.
Yeah, but like I mean,
Unless
It just makes the progression much longer for like getting max
Yeah.
out rounds, huh?
if someone makes the reset tracker on the client, it's fine because like all the knowledge is still usable.
Yeah.
Yeah, what would be the difference in there? Like, let's say you made a strat tester for the client. Would there be any differences in the like information you're getting from the client versus the version you're playing on that's legitimate, like the Steam version? Yeah, so it's just lack of dev. Yeah, lack of dev community.
Wait, so like you can get banned even if you play offline. Like if you go completely
Go
offline.
offline on RW. You have to use your Windows firewall and get that.
Yeah, to block
Windows
the
firewall.
connection.
Oh well.
And it'll stop you from
Go offline.
It's so weird.
But
Thanks,
like
Activision.
pleasantly, I think Scott runs a give him a bear, like mod him a variant on his account on this game, and he got banned off on that account from the game for that, for modding himself one variant.
I use the mod menu a lot, but the mod menu
You're gonna 255 win. How do you know I'm not gonna start the rebroadcast?
the mod menu has like, you know where there's like the curve or like the reset track for it without like, I fucking instantly
Yeah. I think Spaceland has a lot of potential, but people don't really know how, like, people don't really have a plan for it or know or are dedicated enough. There's not much traction on this map.
The wrong is only like above 260 that will show.
Yeah.
If the rest anyway in 270 is maybe possible. It also depends on how you play the map.
yeah.
G, error, or not.
It's 270
Yeah.
there's a difference.
Would you say Fast Croc is better strat than the raid strats?
Dude, no, it's bullshit, and it's bullshit.
Not
It's
bullshit.
so much.
You can die to like. Is it because you could just die to
Yeah.
bullshit?
Best
No,
not
you don't
bullshit.
have your,
If you're good, there's nothing dangerous with play.
there's nothing dangerous in your face.
He's saying skill, basically.
For real.
Yeah, like it's hard to say like whether you know yeah, because you have no panic weapon.
You have like panic equipment.
It's much more immediate than
Alright, you say you're like,
Yeah. So how many?
would be
Yeah.
cannot like get rid of the anti-cellular zombie state where it says I'm not in
You're not in
like basically like he dies because of the zombie that he's getting himself, like the zombie teaches himself, and like he's complaining about everything that goes wrong with all at work for like 30 seconds non-stop, and then at the end he just laughs because it's just so lame. Nobody likes this game. Nothing fucking works. The zombies get into you, you can die instantly, and the zombies get into you. I'm not a fucking necrophilia.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've seen that. I have seen that. Guys. I'm not fucking necrophiliac. Alright, let's start with
So I think that is good ranking for the Rook.
Oh,
Yeah. Bye, Max. Good luck.
Now, I would like to point out something a little silly about it. It's a little silly. The zombie mechanic is different from that.
Oh yeah, I just actually this is a clip of this is the first room. This is the first room, but if you want to get into mechanics, this is a really good clip demonstrating the. I was bringing up like the prone tech. There's prone tech on knocked where the zombies will just like move you around, so if you can get stuck in the middle of the horde. And the hitbox detection with you proning actually makes it to where they're almost unable to hit you sometimes. If you get really lucky with it, you can go into a corner with a full horde and just prone and crouch until you get out. Like I used to have like especially like I know this is a high round thing, but like in first rooms, like where most of my knowledge is, I have multiple clips where like I'll literally just crouch out of shit. Like it looks like insane. But it's not the same for every map. Completely different though. For instance, like you can't do this on Chino. Then you have the Rock with Jug, which is fucking hilarious. Like yeah, and oh my god, the sprinter is the sprinter is wild. Again, you have to get really good like what do you say, B-hop tech with it if you're running. But yeah, they do. Yeah, they all grab. Every single map has a different. They basically, because it was like they'll give you like the OG shit with it. It was an Easter egg, like little, like pretty much a mini game, arcade game, right? Zombies in general. And over time, like the entire reason the bleed out thing works or despawning exists is because it was made because of the pathing, the AI pathing of the zombies was so bad that they didn't like
They didn't like trust.
they didn't trust it at all. Yeah, so they were just like. Yeah, so they didn't want infinite, rounds, yeah.
Well, I have a question actually, and this might have been in the iceberg, I think, so Ferd, if you can answer this, but regarding the flamethrower, how is it able to scale on like damage scaling?
Yeah, it just scales according to the...
Okay. So I was like... That makes sense.
Alright.
Yeah, I don't... World of Warcraft, I really can't think of anything good about this map.
They patched the flamethrower, like, what was it, through the, like, 2009.
Yeah, they patched it at the very end of the game, yeah. Yeah.
Wait, what did it say? Oh wow. So it used to be way better.
I think they had like an imp variable on there or something.
Zombies actually dying. Yeah. Like, flamethrower's not really fun to use. You can go through rounds and obviously use your trading and things like that. You have instant counter. Where...
You also wait half the game for conditions.
True.
Yeah, it's not enjoyable.
Until you mentioned
yeah, World of War
iceberg,
has a
it's
very...
like 50% of the game is just waiting for the round to change. Okay, where do we think?
I mean, if you like to see points go up, why wouldn't you like to see runs go up?
That's
You
true.
also get that
Also,
cool,
this
like,
is the
little
map where you
music
get the
clip.
most
I like
points
to see
on
that
the
round go
map.
I like to see my progress in real time. I like to see my,
The instant dopamine hit. 8,000,
The
9,000,
dopamine.
10,000. Knocked it off. We're the high merit scale.
Yeah, nobody,
I would say
nobody likes it.
World of Warcina is pretty high just because it's the highest round you can possibly get to on the game.
well, there's more yeah, it's Shino versus Will of War is way more, or Shino versus Noct is way more intense. Mechanically and technically.
Yeah. Yeah, we put BO1 Noct pretty low because it's so the place so safe that it's just there's a lot of drawbacks like that. We think I would not rank it below I would probably put it below.
You have to be wary of the vacuum effect of the zombies. You're more, there's a little bit more. Nah, you're good, bro.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah, how broken the zombies are.
the Noct is just like you play it and you go play Shino, like what the hell? They moonwalk.
Yeah.
The Noct, they just like
Alright, let's talk about direct.
Walked it.
Can you play and sit on the Slayer's clip before for context?
Can I play what?
This is on the Slayer's clip.
Oh yeah. Can we have a link to it?
Jamie, pull up the clip.
Give me a second.
Oh, I should have put that clip in my video. I didn't even know it was a thing.
Pretty sure it's in the top all time.
Yeah.
I know, yeah, what the fuck?
It's the second highest round on direct still in
Oh my god. Is it Abu Sharif?
how Abu played this guy? That's crazy.
Abu Sharif was heavily contended
I
by...
don't know anybody will play.
Everyone assumed, like, at the time that it was just, like, a shit post, but it ended up, like, it's actually a person. Like, I don't know they're from Saudi Arabia, but... It was, like, wings or something, like, shit posting. Yeah, maybe it was a
Oh,
Rick Croc
really?
fault. Yeah. Yeah, no one believed it was legitimate, but then a bunch of people went through the gameplay and it seems legitimate.
Yeah.
I posted the clip in your chat.
Nice.
Well, it makes sense like that feel everything I don't know. Actually, no, I do.
Entire game's a troll.
I've seen that clip. That shit's so funny.
Yeah, this seems like really good one for
Absolutely.
Oh my god, man.
Were you there when I played, like, I think I played 45 days straight up,
Oh no, I didn't even. That has to be like, brain rot, man. Oh. 5 days of Cheeto. It sounds like something you do. Give us like a person in it.
Well, I was fucking kill myself. I didn't even do that.
Yeah, I didn't. I think I would get 1,000 every time. I would get 1,000 dials first. I would say get 1,000, and you touch like you do that.
Probably. I was everything in my left hand.
But it would be like, it would be 1,000 dials all of it.
Argument for
Ooh, I got
F tier.
I mean, okay. So when it comes to the like possibility of progression of the map, there is technically right now a dat strat thing that you can use that kills the entire horde with a trap. But it's weird. Yeah, I don't know. I still need to get Rakok to test it to see if there's some sort of error that comes from you doing this. But
because the zombies don't have there isn't really any spawn control. It's actually easier for you to because of you having to wait for the trap to reset. It's easier for you to open all of the doors in the map and then run that trap. Like, yeah, actually, yeah. Yeah, it works. It works. You can kill an entire basically you kill the entire horde with a trap, and then you by the time it takes you to get most of the horde up in speed, the trap resets. So you don't have to use flame as much, which would speed up the rounds significantly. Yeah, it just hasn't been tested really, so I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure yet.
That'd be really cool. So, what's the challenging spinners are
Yeah.
the way the jug works is also different. Dude, data.
Oh, data.
It's a little late. I would say it could be above not, but below. It's below.
Run D data. No, I wouldn't say it's below. It's not. It should be below. It's one of the more challenging. It's one of the more challenging. Legendary circuits are the two more challenging out of the four.
We're saying it's above default.
Yeah, mostly I would say it's above default.
Dude, that's a big thing.
Oh shit.
Cringe
I
dog.
don't know about you. I don't know about
Bro, I don't know. My summer gaming setup is hard to make it look
Yeah, I don't know if you. Okay. Alright.
let's
yeah,
go.
just put
Let's see what we do.
You know, let loose on somewhere in Arizona.
Bullshit.
Shit.
Perhaps he says, don't put it in FT.
Cringe.
Okay.
So she
I'm
knows
gonna put some food in the oven, go crazy on more.
it is just mentally destroying me.
Dude.
It's bullshit all day long you play that map. It's shit. It just knows. Like the game knows, and like everything in its powers is just like
The only map I just quit out of
First of
boredom.
all, the box moving creates entities, so you have to restart the first box. You have to restart the previous stage and walk. First box. If you bump anything in the map, you have to restart because you made an entity and now your reset's 30 minutes, 45 minutes shorter. If you bump something halfway into the game, you
What the fuck?
the first box is stupid bullshit because it's previous stage just doesn't make sense. I played for days and days, like 5-hour restarts and trying to do it.
That's fucked.
It's not even going with like the perk randomization as well.
Oh yeah, the first randomization. The time, basically the time.
Get rollback minus 2000.
So,
The number of complaints you make.
Or was that at that?
so yeah. So if you basically it's only just strictly depends on your box though. Your first like what you get from the jug, or the speed blast, like you're screwed.
Damn.
Stop like that. Honestly, that's like an overrated player. If you're just good at skillful, but the flagging, hitting a charger takes 7 minutes to get. So if you run out of ammo, then you get close to as much of the ammo. Oh, hitting that electric shot also causes hitting ammo. So you're basically owning the boss, owning sounds like you're pushing past the S. I played it. What using it?
Wonder what are you cooking?
Tutor, what are you thinking? I'm like doing real estate.
No, I mean you're completely right. Yeah, no, it's too much. It's too much like luck. I mean, it's one of those.
DS in one map.
I
like it's literally like I have this like mental categorization of these maps where it's like one of those you sneeze you die type maps, and then on top of that you also have the luck factor. Like, you sneeze, you touch something, you're done.
Wonder, I see some land.
Shut up. So the biggest thing about this map is bullshit. When your air is random. Random. You don't know when you're gonna air. You don't know if you're gonna air the world record or not because the child variable max is randomized. You can get from 49k to like 53k.
I remember you
I got on 53k, but I've aired at 49k. I've seen preps air at 47k, but I've had games go from 51 to 53k. It's random.
Oh, it
I
seems
wonder
like
if
a
it's like
skill issue.
it's like it might be a hardware issue because like okay with the child variable fifth error I played with Roddy, Lane, and June. We played a no kill. And we got a child variable area on BO2 on round 20, I think it was 22, using the traps. It's technically I think the fastest child variable script error that's on the game, like it's fastest like error on the game. I don't know, yeah.
Actually, I remember. I think I remember.
I would call my game remember.
Good shit.
Obviously,
The dancing alien
Your
and thing.
montage of round changes.
oh yeah, also you're basically spending, the rounds are so quick, most of the time you stand there and you just wait for the round to change.
Spend more time with the round changes.
It's actually the biggest, like, example of it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, my cooking machine has a serious slot and just finished it over for
Holy shit, your map is so pink. Jesus.
God, bro, this is so ugly.
Bro, this looks like some Dimitri fucking World at War.
Yeah, you're
What was that cut there? What the heck?
Wait, is 2020 still viable or is it just like a
Well, for this record, yeah, but not anymore, no.
That was such a cool
Okay,
thing.
Not was asking why we put Shaolin above Noct and Depot.
I want to know.
That's for it said so.
Basically, the problem with Noct and Depot is that you have to play so safe that it becomes so. Well, in Noct's case, it becomes so easy that it's not fun. In Depot, you have to play so safe that you can't really push yourself on the map, and you basically only have to concentrate on survival. Shaolin, while the ninja zombies are obviously like a big deterrent and a trash thing about the map has like an actual like strat, and I think the problem is that nobody has any motivation to play it. There's no reason to play the map. Nobody cares about it.
Yeah, nobody acknowledges
So
the
I would say it's just made for
It's just bad, yeah. Oh, look at the serious slot on the floor design. I forgot about that too.
ninja zombies are really cool when they teleport inside you.
I remember just sitting in.
How many airs did I have? I think I might have had about like 11,000 before I got the stream, and most of those had been airs.
Potential and Military. Oh yeah, we're gonna be diving into the BO2 man.
Yeah, shooting was actually F because like, it's designed to just like.
Would you put it below Noct? I wouldn't put it below Noct.
I would put it above Noct.
I would
It's
put it
still
above
an F,
Noct,
but I would
for
put it above
sure.
Noct because I'd rather play it than Noct. But I wouldn't play a high round on it. I would rather just play.
Well, we put it above Depot.
And it's also one of the longer maps.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
no, the biggest thing about is that the reset is just fucking random. Not the reset, sorry, the error. The biggest thing about the map is random. Pretty much.
Wonder.
Yeah.
When you get to Die Rise, hold on.
I'm gonna put it between Depot and
Yeah, Depot and Noct.
When you get to Die Rise, I want you to share this clip. I'll send it to
Okay.
you. I'd probably have to
Good.
unprivate it. It's the one I showed you last night.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, no, that's a Twitch clip. I don't have to unprivate.
Yeah, World at War
Order
Reese.
It's
Obviously,
also extremely
huge. Probably the biggest drawback is the WAF taking your jug thing.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
so extremely.
Just patch it forward. Hey, no, I'm just kidding.
One thing I'll
Infinite
say.
dog rounds, infinite dog rounds.
It's
What
just
is
like
that?
it's a vastly inferior version of.
Yeah, instas don't start at 163 because in World of War the health works differently, so they start like 200
At like
plus.
200 something,
Yeah,
yeah. So
two-
you don't
20
even get instas.
203 to 219, I believe, is the
World at War.
is the longest range.
All right, world record holder of World at War Dries says it should be instant F
Instant
tier.
F tier, I agree. Yeah, instant F
Should
tier.
count for something.
Below Shinonuma actually, because it's like impossible to play. At least Shinonuma you can.
At least the thing with Shino is people get real excited, but like the first 10,000, obviously, just that seeing that round number alone on the screen is
Yeah.
pretty
it's-
is kind of balances out some of the
Like
bad.
to see the rounds go.
Yeah, no, literally, but like
round.
looking at the round 10,000 on the screen. Am I out of line for this? For saying that's a cool.
No, especially on such an old game, and it's because people get hyped up about it because it's
Yeah.
special. It's
So,
very
yeah,
special.
I
it's
would-
like it's very unique
Okay,
map,
question is World at War Dries better or worse than World at War
The
Noct?
fuck, Lily? I'm not allowed to message you because we're not friends.
Oh, let me do.
The frick, bro. sent
I
you
don't
a-
know. I would say yes. I would say yes because with Dries, a lot of the techniques that are used on the BO1 version can be somewhat implemented, like trade-outs, but at the same time not at the same extent as there's a really quick box error. So like
Yeah.
it can be in the next
I
year or
would-
two.
What
It could be
about-
pushed.
What about like co-op on the Reese? Because like with the teleporter mechanic where
You
the other
err.
player can, you still error using that?
I don't know, but
With
I
the
just
what
know
mechanic?
you probably will error on it.
The teleporter, like your partner dying.
Oh yeah. You can force.
Then you
drops.
can force drops like that.
That's true.
That
I think people have used that. I think Rabley's used that before. Unless it's
I've never seen a full gameplay like that, or like an attempt
What
to
is
play with
the-
that.
what's
I
the
know
tier
Rabley
for
played a game with.
This would be a Mystic
Yeah,
question.
Rabley played a game with Mystic. And,
Interesting.
this was only 5 months ago.
Oh, Mystic Stream right now. Yeah, this was a pretty recent.
That's
game
Mystic.
in the last year.
Damn, dude.
Holy shit! Look at this.
Am I
freaking-
lagging or is he lagging?
No, he's lagging. It's fine.
Dude, this texture is holy shit.
This is wild.
Terrible.
Oh my
This is
god.
why- this
It
is
looks
why
like a
you do
custom
this
map.
to-
Am I the only
Guys.
one to think that World at War players have terrible taste in terms of
Oh my
game
god, have you
modes?
Oh,
seen
yeah, I
Yeah.
remember
Minecraft
that.
Erupt? Minecraft Erupt?
Bro, but for it though,
One of my
it's
friends-
also a thing where all
one
the
of my friends
camos look
plays World
dog
of
shit on that
War.
game.
One of my friends who plays World of War, he completely reskinned, meticulously, autistically reskinned Erupt to be Minecraft everywhere. Like every detail was a Minecraft texture. It's crazy. I think this is what he's using on Dries, but it blends
I'm gonna put
terribly.
it between Shino and Noct.
Yeah, because
I think it's
it
better
just
than
has it
Noct.
just has such a big like learning curve to play it. Like
And
I can
the
barely
best-
play it. I
The
can only play
best
it 5
World
months
at War map is below B1 Noct. What the fuck?
The best World of War map is below BO.
Because you don't have a thunder.
World at
gun.
War is just not good.
It's just not. It's no.
Crops is
It
really
was-
not
Game
great.
problem,
was
not a
the
map
start-
problem.
I
It's also
appreciate
very
it.
depressing to play.
That's true. I appreciate it for what it was at the time. It was obviously it was the jump pad for zombies to become great, but by today's standards, it's absolute garbage, and there's no
It's
reason
also-
anyone should play it.
Probably the most dead. I mean, I would say it's more dead than AW. Like I think it is the most dead.
I
game
might, yeah.
on
Well,
Twitch. Like it,
really?
it's
You think it's more
extremely
dead than
dead. Nobody plays World of War.
Bro, who the fuck have
Yeah,
you
no,
watched
I spent
play
like a
AW,
year
bro?
trying to. I spent like a year trying to get people to do forties on it. Like
AW
honestly.
has been
Honestly-
coming back a little bit.
Yeah, at least AW. Like people get excited about AW. Nobody gets excited about World of War.
Bro, when
Hey,
did they get
listen,
excited about
fellas,
Now
AW?
that Corrupts is excluded from the community, it's even worse because it's super associated with them. Corrupts and like
Yeah,
everybody
and
who said World of War would instantly go
Now
to Corrupts.
everyone
Yeah,
hates
right,
Corrupt.
everyone
Everyone
hates Corrupt.
hates
So now
Corrupt.
World of War is dead, and I just miss when like it was like when Rabley server was active. It was
Yeah, right. Like
so
Raven
nice.
also is gone too. So
Rabley's gone too because he like has like a fucking wife now, bro. He's not.
he just plays golf now.
He's locked into life.
Yeah, I actually he texted me the other day and I asked him what he's been up to and he said traveling and golf.
Yeah, I keep up with it.
Still with his girlfriend. He's living with his girlfriend.
He didn't mention her, but I think as far as I, know,
I think they are. Yeah. So
Wait, this guy's camos are cool. What the
we
hell?
probably won't ever get
Oh,
back
hell
to
no.
It kind of makes
the
it
way
look
the
like a
game was.
PS2 game or something.
Bro, this looks like
NZP zombies.
this shit looks like an abandoned mine shaft, bro. What the hell?
Like people still play it, but if we'll probably never really see.
It'll never return to its form.
It will never return because everything. It's just it's really not.
Although at the
really-
same time, when Unique got the Shino record at the beginning of this year, my
was really
friend,
cool.
my IRL friend, who doesn't play zombies, and I think he tangentially knew that I play zombies, showed me like a TikTok clip of Unique getting 11,000, like an
Oh, yeah.
Instagram clip. So
Well, that's TikTok.
That's kind of
That-
crazy.
it's still like
The
making
difference.
around.
Hold on. I noticed the difference between Matateu beating Krebs' record and Unique beating Krebs' record, like
Night and
completely
day.
different. Night and day. Like it was so much support. It was like blowing up that Matateu got the record. That was like 2 years ago, 2022. Nobody even gave a shit that Unique got the record. I barely
saw-
even,
I
I feel like it was the
I'm like,
opposite though.
what do you mean?
Really?
I feel like
Matateu
I feel
got
like
hella
Unique got the. I feel like he got so much attention. I feel like Matt got none. I don't not like
Oh,
not that much.
No, like the stream was blowing up. I saw on Twitter was blowing up. Like
I saw
and
someone
Raven was
like.
just- we were going
like-
crazy because this was the first time that someone had beaten Krebs' record too. Like, that was
Yeah, true
That's
though.
true. Yeah.
Now that someone already
Uh,
did it, like nobody cares.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about the game. It's kind of sad because it's something like I still care about it, but
Yeah.
it's like
Alright.
dead.
What? Also, Ghosts is on here for some reason, but we're obviously not doing those.
Hell no.
Ghost.
What game should we talk about next?
BO1 or BO2?
We might as well talk about games as we go. Let's talk about. What do you guys want to talk about? BO1 or
You know
BO2?
BO1.
BO1.
Shino
Alright, let's
one.
talk about BO1 because we already did
Yeah,
Knocked
alright.
BO1, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about Shino BO1.
F tier.
I don't know, Mango.
What do you think? First of all,
There's so many
about.
bullshit to say about this
Yeah.
bullshit map, but at the same time it's like one of the best, but one of the worst.
The gate is the restarts. Probably the worst restarts on BO1.
Yeah, like the drawbacks is like minus 10, but like
minus 10, minus 20.
but like strategies and everything, it's like it's as if I told you, okay, you can be a billionaire, but you gotta do some insane stuff to do it. Like
yeah.
but
Right.
Like in terms of pushing the map though, it's like the point should be high as fuck, but like any other stuff is like it's kind of
like it's high for everything, but the drawbacks is just insane. Cause like
yeah.
even in terms of strategy, like it's very interesting. Like there are a lot of variations, even found recently,
You can keep talking. I can still hear you.
and
When they're short.
like in terms of strategies, there are a lot of ways to play the map, and that we still even question ourselves about how to play Shinonuma like properly nowadays.
For
Like obviously at first it was just perfect timing, and then it evolved in like using the hut straps, the zip
line.
line,
yeah.
and like nowadays we still don't know the exact perfect way to play it. Like there are still attempts of like using only the Frogger trap and like suicide strat. In co-op it's still unsure as well. Like we have no idea of what is better to play in co-op. So like in terms of strategies, there are there is a lot of different strategies and like possibilities. Like there's a lot of potential. So, but the problem are the fucking restarts, the low rounds,
For DT
whatever
first
perfect huts you want to have. If you just want to have Jug, for instance, for like bit of a game, or like specific perks in like certain huts and shit, like that's fucking horrible to restart.
What's
And the low rounds are probably among the hardest of the one.
Really?
because of
Yeah,
camping?
like the
Well, fuck-
camping is like,
yeah.
and like you can get shit on for not getting drops because like some zombies just don't give you drops.
Oh really?
Yeah, like if they're basically if zombies are coming from outside the map and don't like and then just get on the map without like rising from the ground or getting from a window, getting on the map from a window, they'll not give you drops.
Yeah, so it's like power and ascension, basically.
Yeah, exactly. So like there's also that like the low rounds are I don't know. But yeah, like in terms of strategies and possibilities and pushing the map, merit, and everything, it's huge. Even the insta-kill rounds, like you can push them a lot because of how good you can play them.
What's faster than bar? Isn't there a strat that's like in
STG.
training now? Yeah, STG is.
Like at first people thought that Type 100 was faster, but if you place STG properly, I would argue it's better than Type 100, considering Type 100 is not too safe. But again, it's not something we're 100% sure about.
Yeah.
I would still argue that STG is better.
What's like the advantage of restarting for certain perks and certain huts besides like double tap in fishing hut?
It also depends on the strategies you're playing. I am not really up to date with the last, like the very last strategies that Sloya is playing on Shino recently.
Yeah.
But I know that basically, if you, let's say your box only moved once because you got a lucky setup.
Yeah.
Then let's say it only moved to one of the huts, like let's say the STG hut, and you only got Jug there, so like basically you can play with Jug only to 163. It means that when you're playing perfect drop timing and those type of strategies, you'll only have a couple of like zones open, which means less spawns and the zombies are coming from less far, making the strategies faster.
Yeah, okay.
So there are a lot of possibilities. There's a lot of potential on the map, and it's hard. Like one of the hardest map of BO1 actually, because of how fast the zombies are killing you. You have no real safety weapon other than the Wunderwaffe, which doesn't work. And yeah, like it's like honestly everything is like close to a 10, but the drawbacks are the restarts and the 100 hours reset.
Yeah.
And missing instas too.
I mean, the fact that your adopted had the record for so long says a lot.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it wasn't optimized really,
that's just
like
'cause
until the last
crash.
few years. Yeah, because of the crash.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask, I was gonna ask about the zipline strategy. Is that viable? Because I know you talked about it in the iceberg, but I thought I remembered like people errored off of it.
No. I've never seen people error from it, but like basically I think that Suya was the one to really show it was better than the Mojang game or something. So like he's kind of mixing, like there's also the turbo trap, sorry. Like where you use the hut trap, you weave the zipline trap and the floater trap, like 3 traps, but you need a lot of points, and getting out of the hut with the electric trap is very unsafe. So it has potential, but like players we are questioning about this, ourselves about this strat because it's very unsafe and basically almost unplayable. But then you have kind of a mix of the strategy where you use the zipline and the floater, but not the hut trap, which is slightly faster than perfect drop timing. And it's, I would say it's safer, honestly. And yeah, basically it makes the map a bit different. I think you can still hit perfect drop timing and be like faster than perfect base, like drop down perfect drop timing. So
Yeah.
like using the zipline I think makes the strategy a bit faster and safer because you don't have to deal with as many respawners as you had to when you were just playing drop down with perfect drop timing.
Oh, gotcha.
So like it
So,
depends.
among-
Are we still using the rating system?
Points.
We could. I've kind of abandoned the point system. Like we can identify the points for it, but I think just kind of like discussing it and seeing what maps it should go between might be better to just figure out where it's supposed to go. But if we did give it points, what goodness.
What's the Shino no drag record?
It's yeah, you
Did
gotta.
Slayer get it the other, like, when he was playing it?
Bro, I just looked at Ramsey's stream. He's listening to one
Yeah, Valentine.
Hell yeah. Oh, he's listening to this stream.
Yeah, yeah.
No, he's listening. It's for it talking.
Oh, it's probably
Video.
listening
Are
to
you
it
split for
for-
life?
According to ZWR, the Shino no jug record is 118 by this Canadian random named Bringer of Darkness.
How'd you name the?
From
Oh,
September 2020.
Damn, wonderful dissing the
Darkness.
random Canadians. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, call me Trickies. I hate people's names.
Okay.
Damn.
Oh, Toxic Wonder, my goodness.
What points would you give Shino down the line for it, since you're the most knowledgeable?
In terms of strategies, there are so many possibilities, especially in co-op. So like, I would say in solo, strategy-wise, it's like 7, 8, because it's like it depends if you wanna talk about fun in terms of strategy, because it's not as fun, especially since you're not changing the strategies much. But like, I would say in solo it's like 7, in co-op it's like 8. So like, I would say 7, 8 is in my
For
opinion at least.
strategy.
I know a lot of people hate Shinonuma strategy because they think it's boring and everything. But like, if you force yourself to play fast and want to optimize it, it's like the first couple of times I played Shinonuma, I was actually surprised that I was really enjoying it.
Oh, interesting. I feel like it's almost kind of underrated.
Yeah, I'll go back to World War II in a second, or